All right, let's jump right in. We're about to uncover a really powerful idea that's been hiding inside a single 2,500-year-old word. It's an idea that completely reframes why we suffer, and, get this, reveals a hidden verb that could honestly change everything.
You ever feel this? I mean, really feel it. That feeling of being stuck on a hamster wheel inside your own head. The same anxieties, the same cravings, the same frustrations, just playing over and over again. It feels like we're just stuck, right? But what if we're not just stuck? What if we're actually, helping it happen?
So, to figure this out, we need to become linguistic detectives for a minute. We're going to go way back, about 2,500 years, to the Pali Canon, the earliest Buddhist scriptures, because there's a word in there that holds a huge clue to breaking these cycles. The word is Upādāna. Now, if you look this up, you'll almost always find it translated as clinging or attachment. And that makes sense, right? It's that mental and emotional grasping we do when we really want something or when we desperately want to push something away. And look, that's a decent translation. It gets the point across. But here's the problem. Clinging is a noun. It describes a static condition, a state you're in. It makes it sound like you're just covered in psychological superglue, and there's not a whole lot you can do about it.
So, let's do what the ancient grammarians would have done. Let's actually break the word down to its roots to see how it functions, not just what it's called. This is where the real magic happens.
Okay, so Upādāna is basically two words smashed together. The first part, upa, means near or close by. Simple enough. The second part, ādāna, means to take or to pick up. So literally, it means to take something and pull it close to yourself. But wait, there's another layer here, and it's the important one.
Back in the day, in the original context, ādāna also meant taking up sustenance or fuel. Think about a campfire. It doesn't just have wood sitting there. No, it actively takes the wood up and consumes it to keep burning. And all of a sudden, Upādāna isn't just a noun anymore. It's a verb in disguise. It's the action of fueling.
This simple shift in perspective completely changes the game. See, clinging is a state you have. It feels passive. But fueling, that's an action you do. It's an active process. This means you're not just stuck in the fire. You are literally the one adding wood to it.
So the crucial point is this. This single shift in translation moves us from being these passive victims of our minds to active participants. That anxiety, that obsession, that craving, it's a fire. And every time we replay it in our heads, every time we indulge it, we are throwing another log right on top. And this is basically how the whole process works. It starts with a spark. Some craving or desire pops up, then comes the step we just talked about. We add fuel. We engage with that spark, we grab onto it, we think about it over and over. That act of fueling creates the ongoing fire of our experience. And the result? The burn, the heat of stress and dissatisfaction. So what exactly is this fuel we're using? Well, it's everything. It's that anxious feeling in your chest. It's the judgments you make about a coworker. It's that old mental habit of replaying a mistake for the 100th time. We take these raw experiences, our feelings, our thoughts, even our physical sensations, and we use them like logs to build the fire of me and my problems.
This brings us to a really, really powerful question. If we're the ones actively throwing the logs on the fire, well, what does that imply? It implies that we can also be the ones to just stop.
The original texts are incredibly clear about this, and they use the exact same metaphor. This passage says that when the craving stops, the fueling stops. And just like a great big fire, when you stop adding new fuel, it simply goes out. It burns through whatever's left and then extinguishes itself. And this, right here, is the ultimate takeaway. The goal isn't to grab a bucket of water and violently fight the flames of anxiety or desire. Honestly, that struggle usually just adds more energy, more fuel to the fire. The real path is so much more subtle and way more profound. It's about learning to recognize that impulse to add another log and just letting our hand drop.
So, that leaves us with a question to carry with us today. Look at those loops of worry or wanting in your own mind. Try to see them not as states you're stuck in, but as fires. And then just ask yourself, what fire are you fueling right now?